If you are looking for Ultimate Team coins, I have the place for you. Head on over to easymuckcoin.com where you can purchase coins for as little as $45 a mil. I did not stutter. Link is in the description. Use code GS for 5% off. What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jess. Welcome back to another Madden 21 video. So, this is ordinarily something we'd go on ahead and share with the Twitch subscribers. Now, if you are a subscriber on Twitch and you have checked out the links, we've showed you quite a bit this year, from defensive setups 335, 335 wide into 335 odd, defensively schemes, also offensive, trips, pistol trips, everything it is I run out of the run and gun playbook. And there's actually something that I found a few weeks ago, but I never really intended on really using it because it costs too much AP to really make it so that it's like really monstrous, And I think with the new AP update, I think it gives us an opportunity to mess around with it and potentially get it going to where it can be very serviceable. Now, this is still out of the run and gun playbook, and it's something that it could be like the new meta. You don't know. I personally think it could be extremely glitchy, especially with, certain not attributes, but certain abilities, with it that can go on ahead and really make it so you can be successful at the scheme. So if you are a Twitch subscriber, then I've already talked about Pistol Strong. I've already shown you guys from this formation, one play touchdowns, how to, have really good routes against man zone. There's actually some really good passes out of this formation, and it just so happens that they have a formation that is, well, not a formation, but a play that is pretty glitchy, and it's power. Right now, I've went ahead and I've searched, everything I could possibly find out of that playbook, that one formation, because I mainly stay in pistol trips because it was a very heavy man-to-man meta, and a lot of people ran a lot of, one step aheads with purpling their safeties or switching from 335 to 335 wide and purpling the outside sub-linebackers where they put in safeties. And having like a cover zero, no over the top help. So, pistol trips allowed me to not really need any type of hot route master because it has every route that I, really need to go on ahead and be successful at defeating man. But now that one step ahead has been gigantically nerfed into the dirt by going from 3 AP all the way to 6, you're going to start seeing less and less man coverage. And with less and less man coverage, you're going to be facing more and more zone. And, definitely felt like I never really went into this because I needed to pass the ball and I needed to have Gunslinger, to be able to pass the ball, because passing without Gunslinger is rough. But here's something that's really glitchy that we're going to show you guys. On conservative, as we all know, you take a look at the ball carrier conservative. Ball carrier protects the ball, decrease fumble chances. Now, as you guys know, on conservative, you will not fumble the ball. You will with your quarterback. If you take sacks and things like that, your quarterback will fumble, but your wide receivers, your tight ends, your running backs, they're not really going to fumble like ever, really. You can eat a hit stick from a deflator enforcer, and you're going to hold on to the ball. It's going to suck because you guys then going to be tired. But with the new AP system, we're starting to see more and more deflator enforcers out there. So, I'm always on conservative anyways, because I don't like fumbling the ball. I just don't. I'd much rather hold on to the ball than potentially, juke someone out and make a big play, because for every big play that I make where I score a touchdown, I'm probably going to have to eat 1 to 2 fumbles to even, and I don't want that. I need all my possessions because I give up a lot of points. I'm very aggressive on defense, and usually me and my opponent, we're going back and forth, scoring. Because, again, I'm very aggressive. I just want that one mistake because I feel confident on moving the ball and being consistent and scoring every time I get the ball. But you take a look at a con. Ball carrier special moves disabled except give up and cover ball. So that means you can still fall down. You can tap X to give yourself up. and you can still cover the ball. You can hold R1, and you're still allowed to do that. But no special moves. You cannot spin. You cannot juke. You cannot truck. You cannot stiff arm. You cannot deadlift, or I think that's what they call it, dead leg or whatever it is. You can't do any moves. That's what you're sacrificing when you go on ball carrier conservative. So right here, we're just going to run the ball. We're just going to run an 0-1 trap. And I'm just going to, try and juke and spin. And you'll see that you're going to hear me flicking the thumbstick left, 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 left. You can't juke. You literally can. And if you guys, this isn't something new. I'm sure all you guys knew that. You cannot go on ahead and juke and spin on conservative. You just cannot. That is the feature they put in the game. That's why, when you go on ahead and oh man, roaming is so good. Like right here, I'm trying to stiff arm, I'm trying to juke. You can't do anything like that. That's the pros and the cons with it. You're going to hold on to the ball, but you can't spin, you can't juke. But this is where it gets glitchy. We're going to go to pistol strong. And now notice, we're still on conservative. This is where things get wild. We're on conservative, right? We're going to go to pistol strong. Again, I've already showcased some really good one-play touchdowns and how good this formation can be. They got some really good stock routes. They have an S post. You take a look at X post. They have this play over here, PA corner, HB slip. And I've already went over this for the Twitch subscribers, that this formation has some really good plays. And, obviously when I was going into it and showcasing it, I found out about the power option, but it was just too much AP to really make it valuable. But now with the extra AP, you can do some wild things with it. So remember, we're on conservative. The glitchy thing about this and this formation is that it allows you to juke and spin with your quarterback immediately and still be on conservative. It's the only play that I know of where you can do such a thing on conservative. We're going to hike the ball. And look, I'm a juke right, I'm a juke left, and we're on conservative. Now, I've been testing this out a little bit in squads today and a little bit more in like some other head-to-head games and stuff like that. And I have yet to fumble. I've eaten hit sticks. I've taken some wild shots, and I have yet to fumble. Now, obviously, you're going to go on ahead and you're going to be very, very, very tired with it. But I think it's something that can potentially be the meta. In today's game, where I played squads, we went ahead and, we played two guys that took our three because they're weirdos. Okay, it's not going to show because it was on the other Xbox. But they had two fast break quarterbacks, and they was running Taysom Hill. And, they're on conservative, right? They don't want to be able to, eat a hit stick and fumble and stuff like that. So I came out and I was like, you know what? That makes me want to try the thing that I found out in pistol. Like right here, you see I'm able to juke. I'm just able to juke on conservative. You can spin as well. Now, the glitchy thing about that is allows us to go on ahead. Well, now that we showed that, right, let's go on ahead and let's get some other abilities to see if we can, potentially make it an absolute wild package here. Now, what makes it really, really, really glitchy potentially is that we can add a 2-quarterback running system and still be able to have Gunslinger. Now, Gunslinger is very, very, very important most of the time when you face a team that has, 2 quarterbacks with fast break and, other things. They really sacrifice Gunslinger because they're not intending to pass the ball. But whenever you put them in a situation to pass the ball, that's where they get in trouble. They get in trouble because now they have to pass the ball on 3rd and 15, no Gunslinger. They try to throw an out route, which would have been open, but with no Gunslinger, the ball just stays in the air forever. You're able to click on, do your taxes, cut 2 onions, make some iced tea, come back, and the ball is still have yet to get to its destination. So what makes this really glitchy is that you are able to get fast break and a few other things while still being able to keep a Gunslinger intact. So let's say we want to go on ahead and remove roaming. Right now, I keep 14 AP on my QB because I'm a demon. But let's say we want to get rid of QB playmaker, right? And let's say we want to go on ahead and add fast break, right? Fast break is going to be, that's tight out. Where's the little guy running? That's agile extender. You can tell I never use this ability. Fast break is 3 AP, right? So let's say you have two quarterbacks with fast break, right? Because you're going to want to interchange them because one is going to get tired and things like that. And you want one of them at least with gunslinger. That way, when you got to pass the ball, you're able to get rid of the ball and the ball just doesn't hang in the air forever. So right here, we're already 6 AP, right? We can go on ahead. We can put recuperation here, right? And just like that, we are looking at 7 out of 15 AP just right here, right? We have gunslinger, we have fast break, we have recuperation. And actually, hold on, let's get recuperation back. Let's put it in the first slot. Right here. Probably going to be running out of training soon. But let's say I have a backup quarterback with fast break and recuperation as well. All right, well, you don't really need fast break and recuperation for your backup because your backup is only going to come in when your main QB is tired, and when your quarterback has recuperation, he's going to be able to get blue back. Probably he's going to be able to get blue healthy probably after like a play. So you probably really don't need to. All you really need is just fast break, honestly. Improved ball carrier control on QB runs. That way we can really not be forced to go into a direction right away on any QB run. So right here we have 3, 6, 7 AP, and let's say we have fast break on another, that's 10. That still leaves us 5 AP. So let's say we want to go on ahead and get here, like let's say we want to go on ahead and get jukebox or spin cycle. You very well can't. Let's say we want jukebox because why not? Now we're going to take a look and we have 3, 6, 7, 11 AP, and then fast break is going to give us 3 AP, and that right there gives us 14. We still have 1 AP left. Let's say you want to go on like identify or something like that. So this is something that I actually might start looking into. I really think it could be very, 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 very effective, very annoying, and something that can really be, promising since you're able to do this and still keep gunslinger available. That way, if you have to pass the ball, you're able to, because, previously the reason why I never really looked into it is I knew you could juke on conservative, but it's like, when you got to pass the ball, you're going to want fast break, you're going to want recuperation, you're going to want things to really make this dangerous. And unfortunately, with 10 to 12 AP, it's like, you get 2 fast breaks out there, that's already half your AP, and then you're going to want recuperation, you're going to want, other things to go on ahead and, scheme up for this, maybe like an honorary lineman or something like that, to go on ahead and potentially make it as most effective, as you can. But again, right here we have 12. So let's say I get Kyler Murray, who's, a backup Cardinal. Let's say I just put fast break on him. Just fast break, nothing else, right? So let's go back into the challenges. Let's go back out there. And now we're set up with recuperation. We're set up with recuperation, with jukebox, and we're set up with, actually, no, we want to make sure we are full stars. With recuperation, with jukebox, with fast break, and gunslinger. The most important thing, in my opinion, is gunslinger, because you do not want to be in a situation where when you have to pass the ball, you're without gunslinger. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm not saying you can't go out there and, be successful without it, because, you can't. But you are going to run into people that are just going to clamp your run. They're going to do very good against it. They're going to, just have these sheds, and they're going to shoot gaps, and they're going to do pretty well against it, and you're going to have to, be forced to pass the ball. Last thing you want to do is be in a situation where you're down 14 or so, first half, and you're like, well, he's pretty much taking the run away from it. It's not really working out. We got to go on ahead and, pass the ball. And then you're without gunslinger. And like I said, good luck, because that just makes it very, very, very difficult to go on ahead and try and move the ball. Because, again, if you When you try to pass without it, the ball just stays in the air forever. And I'm not so much worried about the actual windup. Yes, Gunslinger does get a quicker windup when you throw the ball, but it's the quicker velocity when you throw the ball. It's the fact that it's a beeline straight bullet right to the target, whereas without it, it just hangs in the air forever, and that's very, 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 very frustrating. When if I had Gunslinger, that's a completion. All right, so again, we're going to go back on conservative here. We're going to go back to pistol strong, weak flex right here out of the running gun playbook. They have a power option as well. We go back here, and they also have some triple options you can mess around with. But again, let's go to power option again, and we're going to go it to the right side. We're going to hike the ball. Now, notice we are on conservative, and I'm able to just immediately just juke, 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 juke right away. And I've honestly, I have yet to fumble. Like, I haven't fumbled, and I've taken shots, and not just solos. I'm talking about like head to head. I've taken some wild, wild, wild shots. Now, he is tired. Now, this is where your backup guy would be able to come in. If I had a Kyler Murray, it would have been him with fast break as well, and we would have went ahead and got him in the game. And by time we were done with Kyler Murray, now obviously I wouldn't have juked 9 times, without it just like that. But that's just showing off that we are able to juke on conservative. So you don't always have to juke. You can just go on ahead and run the power option as is. And the power option by itself it's a pretty okay play. There's nothing crazy about it, but it's okay. The thing that really makes it wild is the fact of you being able to really take off with your quarterback. And again, I've already gotten some, if you are, again, subscribed on Twitch, take a look at the Pistol Strong package I put out about a month ago, where I showcase, man-beating corner routes and route combinations and one-play touchdowns, and then you factor this in with the AP change, and you're really, really able to go on ahead and, make some good scheme out of this. And again, I don't know any other play where you can juke on conservative. We're going to hike the ball. We're just going to juke to the outside. And I mean, just look at that. The potential for this is here. And not only is it here, not only is the potential for this, here, it's the fact of us being able to juke on conservative. Now, you take a look at this formation. We got an S post on the left. We have a smash right corner. We got, the curls. The corners, which you can smart route if they run man. You got a stock corner route. Now, without no hot route master, you're going to want stock good routes. And that's what these formations give us. They give us pretty good stock routes. So right here, we're going to go, and we can just spin back to the inside, juke to the outside, just like that, and, we're gone. Now, once we hit, like, the second level, you're not able to juke or spin anymore. Once you really take off and get to, like, the second level, you cannot. So once you get, to about 10 yards or so, you're not able to juke or spin anymore. So you got to keep that in mind. But right away, we can go on ahead and just juke just like that. And again, I have yet to fumble with it. Again, I'm not saying you can. I'm not saying it will never happen. I'm just saying I've labbed it up quite a bit, even in like head-to-head and stuff like that, and I have yet to, been able to do so. It can be pretty wild. And again, seeing this done with 2 quarterbacks might be the move. It might be the move. And not only that, we're able to keep Gunslinger where we can still pass the ball if need be. Because you figure if you start having success with this, right, out of this option, they're going to start cheating down. They're going to start spying safeties. They're going to start, doing a lot to try and get you away from successfully running with your quarterback. And once they do that, we already have really, really, really good plays that can go on ahead. And you would think that they're probably going to be in some type of man, because in zone, they tend to back up when you hike the ball against the run. So they're I know me right away. If I were to face this right away, first thing I'm doing, if I'm not already in man coverage, I want to go in man. I don't want my guys just backing off way, way, way too much. I don't want my slot guy who's in a purple to, go towards the sideline for his first step. I want them to really react and shoot down to get them out of this nonsense, you know. And we can definitely go on ahead and continue to do this until they start cheating and start making different adjustments to then where we can potentially go on ahead and beat them with some over the top plays. Again, we've already shown, broke down this formation, and we got some really, really, really good one-play touchdown stuff. So it's something I'm going to mess around with, and probably run more. Maybe it's time to put, QB playmaker to the back end just to see, how successful we can be with this, because I do think the potential is there. With a 2-quarterback system, you definitely need 2 quarterbacks, because without it, your guys, they're just going to get really, really, really tired. And then, what are you going to do there? So we have, really good run blocking, tight ends. Wide receivers, excuse me. We have David Boston, we have Andre Johnson, and, they can go ahead and block, pretty well. So, like right here, we're just going to go to the right. We're going to hike the ball. We're going to juke to the outside, and, we get tackled. It's luck of the draw. Sometimes plays like that is going to happen. So we're going to go back at it again. This time we're going to go to the left, excuse me. We're going to go immediately. We're going to juke, and we juke right up the middle. We juke right up the middle and, potentially have ourselves a pretty big play. So we're going to go on ahead and take it to the next quarter. And I really think that this right here can be done successfully. The only thing that, again, does suck is that we are giving up QB playmaker. And you guys know that's my baby. That's my baby. QB playmaker is my thing, But, again, with a 2 QB system, I definitely see it very, very, very viable. Definitely something that can be done, pretty good. Like right here, we have weak flex. I wish, man, if we could put a wide receiver out there. Oh, wait a minute, it said 3 receivers. Where's the 3rd receiver? The hell? Wide receiver 3. Shoot, because we could go from this. Well, I didn't do an adjustment over here. Why does it say wide receiver 3? Okay, wait a minute. We might have found a little something, because if we can go from this to pistol trips, then we are looking good. It said wide receiver 3 though. That's the big drawback to this play. But there's no just wide receiver 3. The 3rd wide receiver comes in at the first. Okay, I'm thinking like it's actually going to put 3 receivers on the field. No, wide receiver 3 is putting my 3rd wide out at the number 1 spot, which is unfortunate, because that right there would have made it absolutely wild, because we could have went again from that to pistol trips, which definitely would have made it. Whoo! My Lord, our scheme would have been disgusting if we were able to do that. All right, so again, we have our power option. We can go on ahead and you can juke, and it's something to look forward, something to look into. I personally think it can be pretty good, pretty successful, pretty wild. I wouldn't go as far as maybe putting jukebox. I think with fast break already, you're able to go on ahead and, cut to a certain side and juke back immediately right away. I can see that. And that right there would actually save us some AP as well, because, jukebox is for, and obviously I think it does make it a little better with jukebox, but I don't think it's really necessary to go on ahead and, really, really, really run. So that right there gives you some more AP to really, mess around with. So let's say we went without it and we went ahead and kept, recuperation, gunslinger, fast break. This right here is 7 AP. And then we have 3 more AP on because fast break on a scrambling archetype, I think it's still, hold on, let's take a look. Because I'm wondering if fast break is, no, it's still 3. Okay, escape artist is a little cheaper with a scrambling archetype, not fast break. Because if fast break was 2, then then I that would have given me at least 1 playmaker, and that right there would have been, for me, how I like to run my offense, pretty wild. But something different, something that's can be pretty unique. Being able to juke on conservative is pretty wild. And again, I've taken some wild shots, and I haven't really fumbled at all. But just take a look. Maybe you have two fast quarterbacks already. I don't know if you have run and gun playbook, but maybe you have a power option in your playbook and you never even thought about running it. Now maybe when you're in the goal line area, you can go on ahead, hike the ball, and just juke sideways for like 1 yard. It's pretty unstoppable for at least a yard or two. And if you go on ahead and get to the open field with it, then you can really, really, really go wild with it. So I just think it's something that you guys can possibly look into. I think it potentially could be like a new meta because you're able to do this on conservative with two quarterbacks. You're able to juke outside. You're able to really go on ahead and make some pretty big wild runs, and you're also able to pass the ball and keep Gunslinger there. So, but again, let's say you're somebody who you don't really look into, like, Gunslinger really isn't your thing. I don't know why it, wouldn't be, but let's say you can do without Gunslinger, right? Let's just say you're one of those people, you're an absolute demon, and you're like, you know what? I don't need Gunslinger. Like, it's just not for me. I don't need it. I can be successful without it. And then that even gives you more AP. Like, if I went without Gunslinger, then I could go on ahead and get a playmaker. The only thing is that, again, when you got to go on ahead and pass the ball without Gunslinger, and you got to pass the ball pretty deep, the ball just tends to stay in the air quite some time. So, but again, let's go on ahead and let's go back to it. Let's go back to strong. We'll go back to power option. Well, let's call it timeout. I don't think I want to conservative. And that's what makes it pretty wild. And even if you do fumble, which I don't know, because you're technically a runner. You're not really a quarterback in that sense. So you actually might not get the quarterback running the ball penalty as you would if you just took off with your QB on conservative on a broken pass play and you eat a hit stick. You're going to fumble, more often than not. So, like, okay, let's say we want to go on ahead and we got left, but with fast break, we're able to just immediately hit that right side. That's what fast break allows us to do. Without fast break, it would force me to go to the left for the first step. But with fast break, I'm actually able to go straight. I can just cut straight to the right just like that and be able to take off. All on conservative. We are doing this all on conservative. And once again, I cannot stress this enough. Not only are we doing this all on conservative, we are able to still keep Gunslinger on our field. So when it comes to time to go on ahead and potentially pass the ball, we can go on ahead and still throw a rope or just keep them off guard. Again, I really think this is something we can, really look into and, keep as an every play type of thing. And then when you got to pass the ball, you can. Now we can go into I form. Okay, we can go into strong close. Strong close had some wild stuff there as well. So, like, look at the right side. Right side looking pretty open. We'll just trip our own guy right there. But the potential is here. The potential for this offense really, really, really is here. Especially with us being able to, just juke to a specific side, like, right away. On conservative and keep Gunslinger. And when he's tired, like right now, you see he's dark blue. You cannot get more tired than this. If he gets a little healthy, he's actually going to go to red. So, being able to sub him out for a run here or there, let him be able to recoup, get him back to health, is definitely very, 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 very valuable. And on top of that, we're able to still be able to pass the ball effectively. So let's go back to it. Let's go power option. And right now we're looking at the right side. Right side looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and motion reset. See, like now, left side is actually looking pretty good. So we're just going to go straight to the left. And it's unfortunate. But you guys can see, mess around with it. Two QBs, I really think this right here can be very, 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 very effective. And I could definitely see it, being able to go on ahead and, create some headaches. And not only is, like, The reason why you want to juke right away is because if you don't, you're going to get that very slow pitch type of run. Like, let's not do it right away. You see how we're kind of like jogging a little bit, holding the ball with two hands. That's the animation you get whenever you don't pitch the ball. I mean, whenever you don't juke. But when you juke, you get rid of that animation and you're able to, pretty much go off at full speed immediately, like right away. You see, we're able to juke and we're able to go on ahead and take off at full speed and be able to utilize our 99 speed. So take a look at it, mess around with it. I think it can definitely be very, 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 very valuable. If you guys, again, are a subscriber on Twitch, I've already went over this formation about a month ago, showcasing some absolute phenomenal passing plays out of that formation. And you mix that in, you probably don't even need to leave that formation. And, if you want to, then you still got the Pistol Trips ebook that we dropped. You still have, all the other formations that we went over and all the other route combinations that you can add to it to make it a little bit more deadly. So, just something I want to share with you guys. Feel free, check it out. I don't know of another play where you can, be able to juke on conservative like that. I think it can be very, 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 very useful if used, the correct way. It's your boy GS. We're going to go ahead and be signing out, man. I appreciate the love and support as always. Until next time, peace.